Hi there everyone, this is FX Goat, your mentor. If you're new to this channel, please don't forget to hit that like button and please subscribe. So today guys, we're gonna be analyzing the dollar index, US30 and XAU USD, which is gold. Without any further waste of time, let's get to it. There's something we're clearly seeing on the dollar index. The first things first, we always preach that you always have to look left in order to understand what's going to happen in the right? So we have to firstly understand and set up a playground. So far most as possible, we can genuinely see that this will be our lowest low. This will be our lowest low, and that would be possibly our highest high for the current moment, because it's the currently respected area right there. It's the currently respected area right there. So zooming it out, you can actually see that it's a bullish market. So now let's draw our trend line and definitely put it right there, copy it to the top and actually have it right there. Okay, so let's drop it to a 4-hour time frame. As we are dropping it to a 4-hour time frame, I'm getting a bit of curiosity. Why is the market rejecting a lot at this bottom level? So we have to use what we call a horizontal ray line, a horizontal line that we're going to put right there, and then go back on a daily time frame to check what's going on. So if you can look left, you'll start understanding that this is a very high sensitive area, because the market turns right there, turned here, turned as well here, here as well, and now it started respecting this level over here. So in that nature, something is really ringing in my head, and it's saying our new level, highest high, will have to be this highest zone over here, and then this will be our lowest low, right? Remember, it's always important to tweak, or to say to evolve on your market and not force anything to happen in any sense. So you're going to take the prices from there and straight up to the top. So we're looking for the dollar index to be quite strong and shoot up this guy till that level point. But let's go to a 1-hour time frame. When we go on an hourly time frame, we would understand why we actually said that, in a sense that the market is currently moving in a ranging format. Why am I saying that? If we can look at the bottom, we actually have 3 touches at the bottom, and we also have 3 touches at the top. So it's a triple top, and it's also a triple bottom. So there's a conflict between buyers and sellers. But in many cases, if we can look at it, there's patterns that keep being built in between the lines. There's patterns that keep being built in between the lines. There's patterns that keep being built in between the lines. So which is telling me a different nature, that when it comes to buyers come in a corrective manner, but when it comes to sellers are very impulsive. So basically the dollar index is quite respecting sellers than it respects buyers. But as we can see, if a pattern is repeated more than 3 times, then it tells you how much sellers are actually in a war to win this. But in total, overall, let's look at the pattern that's happening over here. We would all understand that this is a large version of a correction, because if you can look left, this was an impulse, and now this is a large version of a correction, of which we can expect what continuations to the upside in total overall, right? But then 1-hour time frame, it explains a lot that every time buyers come in, the market corrects. Every time the buyers come in, the market corrects. Every time the buyers come in, the market corrects. So that's how it is. So every time we reach the top, we will always sell. Every time we reach the top, we'll always impulse to sell. So now I'm assuming as well that the market, as it reached here, it can shoot straight to the top till here, and then give the last shot down till this level point, possibly up until the market respects here or rejects over there. But I feel like this area has become one sensitive area. We're waiting for the last touch before actually the market shoots straight up. So for a short period of time, we're expecting the dollar index to be quite strong up until that level point, but in overall we're expecting it to be weak. So let's go to the XAUUSD in order to see what's going to happen to it. XAUUSD, which is gold. So in overall, let's set our playground. We can see that it has reached the top, and now we have the lowest low over here. in overall, I'm seeing an M type formation, which the market went up, it came straight down, it went up again. So possibly we can still experience something in this nature, but what we do, we gotta follow what the market does, right? All right, cool. So now from this level point, we need to understand why did the market reject right there. So it rejected right there because it's a double top type nature. So it's the first pattern that we've seen. And then secondly, we need to look at what's happening in between the lines of the chart. So let's make sure we take it a 4-hour time frame. On a 4-hour time frame, there's a nature market structure I'm actually getting. So basically, gold is moving in nature of small versions of patterns, in a sense that if you can look over here, this is a smaller version of a correction, but it's just that it's in a large format. And then if you can look as well here, there's another small version of a correction as well. And then if we can take it from here to there, you would understand that, okay, cool, the market has been moving this, so these are not important anymore. So as these are not important, remember guys, analysis is actually what makes you understand the market better. So for me, in overall, there's something I'm also seeing at this level point. The market shot straight up, and then it created a neckline, and then it shot straight up again, and now it's creating another neckline over here, and now we're expecting the last shoulder to be created before the market shoots straight down. So we can expect our first target in the selling opportunities to become this level point over here. So gold, we're looking for high probabilities of selling opportunities. So if you can look at it right now, it confirms the inverse head and shoulders, and also we're experiencing something in nature of a breakout, but we haven't understood what's the pattern here as yet. Maybe let's go in a 1-hour time frame, we'll definitely understand it. So on a 1-hour time frame, what are we seeing? Let's understand the pattern. So that's the touch, that's the touch. So we can actually say from here to there, this touch is happening, right? It's safer to say that. And then from this level point over here to there, there's actually market movement. So we can actually say this is an expanding type channel. It's an expanding channel because prices started small, but as much as the market is moving, they keep growing big. But now let's understand in between the lines what's happening. When we look in between the lines, let's draw the market on the left. So if we draw the market on the left, we understand that that's a sensitive area. That's the reason why the market actually turned at that point, because as well, it's a neckline. Remember, we saw an inverse, not an inverse, but a head and shoulders, at the top of the market, right? So okay, cool. So now if we look at it as well, just dwelling deeper into the charts, we can generally understand that we're also experiencing a nature of a breakout over the market over here. So that being a breakout, it makes us look for furthermore selling opportunities. If we can go on a lower time frame, from here, just going on a bit lower time frame, we're also experiencing another in head and shoulders. So we are looking for the market to actually give us those smaller or possible selling opportunities on gold, right? Those smaller selling opportunities on gold. If we can look at it from here, we can also see that it's a head and shoulder. So we're looking for the market to shoot straight down. So that's the highest probability that I'm seeing right now. But catering for the possibility, I just saw something in nature here on the market. As I saw something, if we look at it in this type of nature, right? If we look at it in this type of nature, we might see something that's very, very different. So if we can look at it in this type of nature, we would actually see that there can be short-term sales, right? There can be short-term sales to here before actually the market starts shooting straight up to the top. Before the market starts shooting straight up to that top, right? Because why? Impulse and correction and continuation. So that's another possibility that I'm seeing over here. So let's go to the last pair, which is US 30. US 30. So US 30, I'm assuming it's definitely one of the top 30 companies in the US. So what I'm seeing right now, let's build up a playground first. So understanding the playground, we'd say that the top is top, and then we would say this is the lowest low. I don't know guys, but definitely me, setting up my playgrounds kind of like helps me to understand where to buy and where to sell. And there's something I'm actually seeing right now, which is this level over here. This level over here seems very sensitive and very respected, because take a look at this, as well as here, as well as here, as well as somewhere right about here. So let's draw it for the current moment in order to understand how it can possibly help us in the future. So let's go to a 4-hour time frame. Moving on the 4-hour time frame, I'm seeing in something in structure of a, what do we call this? A bearish channel. So in a bearish channel, this is what normally happens. So the market impulses from the top to down, corrects, going up. So corrections are actually bullish markets, but impulses are actually correction. Corrections are actually bullish market, and impulses are actually selling market. So basically, if we can highlight, we would generally see that from here and here, we also experience something in nature of a double bottom type formation over here and also over here. So this was a double bottom type formation, and the market shot straight up, guys. As the market shot straight up, now we are experiencing something as well. So this trend line, let me shorten it a bit, maybe it might help us in nature. So today, as I was analyzing USD, I saw two things. Let's go on a 1-hour time frame. As we go on a 1-hour time frame, I saw two things. So what did I see first? The first thing I saw is this zone that I actually highlighted on a daily time frame, and I said it can possibly help us in the future, of which the market can genuinely retest from there and actually shoot straight to the top. Because why? It's been a sensitive area since the past times, right? This might be respected, but now as well, I saw something again from here to there, of which it kind of made me seeing buying opportunities it made my decision very skeptical of choosing buying opportunities. Because why? This is a rising channel. It's an ascending type nature structure, and in that manner, we actually experienced a experienced a retest at that level point, whereby the market actually broke below and gave us a clear correction that we might be expecting selling opportunities. But what's scary? So now there's something we call a conflict of interest. There's a zone that says it's a buy, and as well there's patterns that says it's a sell. So at this moment, we don't know whether we are buying or whether we are selling. But if we follow both structures, it confirms a buy, because this zone is a very sensitive area. Why? If we go on the 4-hour time frame, you understand what's been happening. The market rejected right there, rejected there, rejected there, rejected as well here, rejected there as well, and here it rejected again. But now as well, if we go on a 1-hour time frame, you'd see that the market actually now broke below that structure and went back at the top of it again, and now it retested over there. So now we don't know whether we're going up or down, but whatever the direction chooses, that's what we follow. But now let me put you guys on the safe side. The safe side is as if the market break below this structure, right, and breaks furthermore on this structure and actually comes back to retest this level over here, comes back to respect that level over there, and then start shooting straight down. That's where we can actually start looking for selling opportunities. But if the market respects this level and breaks in, remember that I taught you something like that. I said there's breakouts and break-ins. So if it breaks in the structure, we're gonna actually expect the market to actually come retest this level before we can actually start going to the top. So these are the two possibilities on the market. But in total, overall, it looks quite good, because on the 4-hour time frame, you would see that the market is actually broke out of this structure. So now we are at the top of the structure. So what we're looking for is actually buying opportunities to the top. But the more you take the market on lower time frames, like an hour, you start seeing that there's a high possibilities as well that the market can still sell.
And remember, in Forex, we're talking about money. We came in this game for money. We came in this game to earn a living. So we are not here to play games.